Roblox Bedwars by Easy Games. Once consistently reaching hundreds of thousands of concurrent users, Bedwars was loved by the community. But with recent changes being to blame for all-time lows, is Bedwars dead? After 4 years and 13 seasons, there seems to be more hate than ever towards the game. After a huge number of players switched games due to their favorite content creator switching, Bedwars suffered drastically. And after many updates and changes, the game has developed a lot, with it becoming pay to win. Or has it? In this video, we will be going over these topics and many more, featuring new creators as well as some special guests. Starting with streamer Bees Gaming, getting his opinion on the recent changes Bedwars has done.
The past Bedwars updates have honestly been hit or miss, though I do like the introduction of bed coins allowing players to unlock kits instead of using Robux. Though alongside this, they remove one of my most favorite things about the Battle Pass: kits. Now, since they removed kits, the Battle Pass is now drier than the Sahara Desert. Though they did change the PvP to a whole new style, which I do like since it adds an aspect of timing instead of just spam clicking to try and kill the enemy, since it takes somewhat skill to time instead of just clicking your mouse until your enemy is dead.
This was Bees Gaming's opinion. Support him and all the other creators down below. Bed coins let you easily buy and rent kits. This makes up for not being able to grind a battle pass. Not only has the battle pass been removed, but they have also changed the PvP system. With this change, the one-tap method is pretty good, and seems fair for both the competitive scene as well as normal matches. Moving on to a larger creator, known to be active in the community, DV Plays. I asked DV questions over messages on Discord, so I'll read them out as we go. What are your thoughts on the PvP system? I just learned about it from others, but since I haven't played Bedwars much lately, I don't have any of my own thoughts. I've only seen the negativity. What are your thoughts on Bedwars being past its prime? It was going to happen at some point, and it just happened for many of us around season 4 and 5, when things started getting repetitive and complicated. Is Bedwars friendly to new players? I'd say no, because it is mostly full of sweats who never quit the game.
You mean no? He's good. He's got those balloons, man.
Moving on to beloved streamer Andon Live, I will ask Andon similar questions for the opinion of a daily player. Do you feel that Bedwars has passed its prime?
So, Bedwars is definitely past its prime. I wouldn't say it's dead, but it's definitely dying out. I think what they could do to make it better is bring back some old modes and definitely bring back the Battle Pass and Battle Pass kits. People love that.
People really do love the battle passes, which is why it was an interesting choice to remove them in favor of other aspects of the game, but the way they brought it back for a holiday update is really promising. Has Bedwars become friendly to new players?
I think Bedwars has become more friendly to new players with the PvP change, making everybody new to it.
That's a good point, because honestly, with PvP where we had to charge our sword, it felt like we were all beginners again. It felt fair even, for the first time in a while. We know that DV has been unfortunately absent in the Bedwars community for some time now, but by just being surrounded by the players, he picked up on the PvP system Bedwars created, and how most of the community hated it. At first, I thought they all hated the change, because I really did like this weird system. Then after they changed it again, it did feel more natural, and I saw more mixed opinions, but the negative ones always stood out most. After the final change, there is still some negativity, but overall everyone seemed really balanced with the outcome. To be in its prime, a game has to be in its most active and thriving state. There can't really be multiple primes, because if that state is outdone, then a new prime is made, so of course every game loses its prime. Sometimes we can see the downfall is steep, other times it takes months or even years for the game to die off. What was Bedwars? As DV said, for many people the prime was lost when the game felt more complicated and repetitive. That was the slow downfall. But then, near season 10 it steepened due to huge changes that we talk about later on. DV said that he felt the game is not friendly to newer players, simply because of all the sweats who ruin the fun. I can definitely get behind that sentiment, but At the same time, I do think that the game is great for new players. With everything that they've added this past year, it feels really beginner friendly, ignoring the toxic sweats. Let's talk with Mud Plays, a famous YouTuber in the space, about Bedwars and its changes. What do you think about Bedwars being past its prime?
Bedwars, I think right now they're in their peak. They have all these crazy updates. The game is in a great condition. All of these features are being added. It's just free to play and everything. But all those players, they don't appreciate that value because nostalgia is blinding them. They think that Bedwars peak was 2021 and 2022 early beginning because those were the times when life was easy, it was fun to play, it was fresh on Roblox. Nowadays, Bedwars is this completely revolutionized game with all these features that make it fun for everybody. It's just all these players can't accept it because the game is completely different. In their own eyes, it's not the same as the peak they once saw through nostalgia.
That is so right. Bedwars is a fully changed game. I'm one of the people who can be very easily nostalgia blinded, but Bedwars is so much better and polished now.
Yep.
Developers seem to be making changes based off of feedback now. Do you think they always have, or is it new?
So, I'm actually a Bedwars tester. I used to be the leader of this a while back now. I've noticed that my time is becoming the testing manager. They have been doing a lot of updates and a lot of feedback-oriented discussions based on the game. And nowadays, Bedwars, their approach is not to try and make as much money as possible or be the #1 game on Roblox. Their main priority is to be the game for the people and for all the players to enjoy. You can see it through, obviously, the game becoming more free to play. We have the kit renting system. We have bed coins to buy kits. You can just see all these features right here. Yeah, also you can include lucky crates as well. These features, I think, ever since Season 7 on Bedwars, they've been trying to up their game, become more free to play oriented. That's one clear sign that they're focused on being a game for all the players.
Bedwars is definitely a game catered for its players, being more free to play now, and having each update favor a different group. After years, do you think that EasyGG is attempting to revive Bedwars?
I think right now, Easy Games, their priority is to make Bedwars a game that is going to last for a long time. Not to try and get back on the charts anymore, just to sustain and have a player base that is consistent, even if the game stops updating. What keeps this game active and running for a long time is that some people, they may not play Bedwars all the time anymore. All the players that played this game in the past, or probably still do, they will come back every now and then to see how the game is doing, and still play a match and just experience the nostalgia they once felt. That's me right now. If I'm being honest, that one reason alone, Bedwars is not going to die out. It's like those old games on Roblox that players once enjoyed. They always come back to them in the future to see how they're doing and to just relive that nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like it's cementing itself into the soils of Roblox. It even feels like every match now I see someone say they haven't played for years.
Yep, I've seen that too.
I just want to say a huge thank you to Mud and all the other creators who helped make this video possible. Please make sure to support them, linked below. Now, let's talk about the limited items of Bedwars. Bedwars is aiming to have less limited time content, such as their OP Battle Pass kits and even fun cosmetics. To help remove this exclusivity, they have brought most cosmetics back for purchase, and stopped creating limited time kits. I'm sure we've all at one point wanted these old Battle Pass kits, but we can't have them. Lucia, Electra, Gompy, why can't we have them? Well, it looks like Bedwars is asking the same question now. The developers made Season 10 kits always available and then removed kits from Battle Passes and limited bundles. I really commend the developers for this choice, even though they shortly after removed Battle Passes entirely. I understand being angry at the removal of exclusive kits, but would we really be happy to grind 49 levels and then the season ends, never being able to get that OP kit? From what they said right here, I feel like the developers have wanted to go back on what they've done for a while now. Enough of people begging for a kit that came out years ago. Of course, they have not removed the limited aspect of these old kits, as that would cause an uproar in the player base, but it really feels like they're making the game more accessible for the community with these past changes and rental tickets. Bedcoins were added to bring in more accessibility. You can use any kit in the game because of them. This is another change for the greater good that Easy Games has made. With this, they have also brought the idea of seasonal items for purchase. There are armor trims and kits that are brought back seasonally, keeping some exclusivity while giving everyone the chance to get them. Just know, Roblox Bedwars is changing, but it isn't for the wars. Easy Games is working so hard to give us what we want. Sometimes it just doesn't seem that way because there are thousands of voices they are taking in, and of course, they still need to think about the game's future. Easy GG has developed on Minecraft and Roblox, creating Minehut, Roblox Islands, Bedwars, and other games, and now is creating their own platform, Airship. Airship is a place for game developers and those who just want some multiplayer fun. Easy Games created this for a bit of a change, working on it for years, and you can tell. The developers are incredibly kind and active in the space, and for those worried, Airship is not putting an end to Bedwars. Actually, Easy GG has an individual dev team for each game. I think that Easy Games is moving to a more community-based direction with events in Bedwars and communication in Airship. Thank you Bees Gaming, DV Plays, Andon Live, and Mud Plays. And of course, thank you Easy Games. To show support to everyone in the video, check the description for links and share with others if possible.